Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a new spread called What Do They Secretly Want to Tell You? So, let's get after it. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. So many cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell my Gemini? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Gemini? What do they secretly want to tell my Gemini? One more shuffle. What do they secretly want to tell my Gemini? Some cards you need to see. Some of the cards that I need. Ooh, two. Let's see. Two wanted to pop out, so you know we're absolutely going to take those. Okay. And here we go. Ooh. Okay, so my Gemini. We have the Queen of Swords. So they most definitely want to tell you like it. They want to be very straight up and logical with you. So they want to kind of, no BS, they want to tell it to you really, really, really straight, okay? So there's that. And they want to be very logical about it. So I feel as though this is in terms of the relationship. They want to be very, very logical in the next steps that need to be taken in order to move the relationship to the next level, okay? And they want to be very straight up about the things that are working and things that aren't working in a relationship. Also, we have the Sixth of Swords here, which means that type of, it's their mindset that type of being open and honest about where things are, where they want things to go, it's going to make things more translucent, a lot more smoother, if you will. And the Wheel of Fortune is definitely in your favor, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is definitely turning in the right direction for that type of thing to happen, and saying that's going to be a really positive thing. In addition here, we got the Eight of Pentacles. And that Eight of Pentacles tells me that they're willing to put the work into the relationship. Once these things have been identified as things that they want to kind of change or they want to improve and moving forward, they're willing to put the work in to move forward, okay? They're also willing to put themselves out in front and take charge of it with the Chariot card. So they're willing to go out front, take charge, and move things in a direction that they think is best for the relationship. So not only are they willing to talk, they're willing to walk the walk as well. Okay? So this is a person that's really willing to put the time and effort in to kind of move things in a more prosperous, fruitful relationship for the both of you. And they're doing it with a clear sense of purpose, okay, with the Ace of Swords. So, in other words, this person's there's no ambiguity here. They have been able to identify certain shortcomings in the relationship, and they're willing to insert themselves. And they're willing to be the first one to take the first steps in order to propel things in a more positive, healthy way. Now, again, this is a clear sense of mind here, because they believe by doing this is going to make the relationship a lot more happy, a lot more prosperous, and a lot more fruitful. Okay? So, you know, that's a very, very positive thing there. So with that, let's move on to, let's see what the blockages are. What are the potential blockages in this particular situation? What are the potential blockages in this potential situation? What are the potential blockages in this situation? What are the potential blockages in this situation? Show me cards I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. Okay, so two popped out. I'm going to take those. And we are going to get to the bottom of the blockages here. All right, so I see. So we have a situation, the blockage is having a very solid, committed relationship, being on a very committed home front here. That's a potential blockage here. That's seen as a blockage is, even though I said this person is willing to take the first couple of steps forward to make the relationship solid, you know, they've identified certain shortcomings. You know, that's, you know, this is a two-way street. That's how they feel, but you got to feel the same way too. All right? Also, passion. You know, the whole, you know, the intimacy thing is, I'm feeling, is really beginning to be an issue here. The lack thereof intimacy, because of certain shortcomings in the relationship there. So that's something that really needs to be identified and worked on. The potential block is like a lack of passion. Also, we got the Page of Wands here, and that represents a situation when there's new exploratory energy here. Okay, so there's some new exploratory energy that you know, looking at things in new ways and things like that. That's a potential blockage. Somebody's mind is kind of beginning to kind of wonder here on new things, something new. Okay, new energy. Okay, so that's something that's definitely a blockage you want to watch out for here. I don't know if this is your energy, if it's their energy, but there's definitely, with the Page of Wands, there's new exploratory energy, looking at, kind of thinking out of the box, looking at things in new ways. So that could be either or. That's either the reluctance to kind of, you know, like I said, those things that have been identified, that's either a reluctance to kind of say, hey, listen, I don't want to kind of do things in a new way, and I don't want to kind of work on things and identify things. I'm kind of happy the way things are. That's either that energy, or it's the energy of, you know what, I am kind of down to do new things and new exploratory things, but I'm not so much down to do it with you. All right? So that's something that you definitely need to be made aware of. You know, again, this could be their energy. This could also be yours as well. Also, the ability to multitask, do multiple things at one time. So to attack different fronts here. You know, work and finance, home and family. There seems to be an inability of kind of being able to juggle multiple things at one time here. Okay. Also, we got the Queen of Swords here. So even though on one hand, you know, the Queen of Swords energy is like, hey, a person's telling you like it is. They're being upfront. They're being open. They're being honest. They're being transparent. It's a good thing. It can be looked upon as a good thing. But also, inversely, it can be looked upon as a bad thing, too. A bad thing because sometimes there's such a thing as being a little bit too upfront, a little bit too open, being a little bit too honest, okay? And not exactly being very tactful when you are honest. And that could turn out to be a problem in certain situations. And that tends to be, even though, you know, your significant other here is being open and honest about what they secretly want to tell you, there's a sense on your part of, you're really not appreciating that straight up bluntness. You wanted to, you know, there's a better way in your mind, like, you know, you could have put that a little bit better here. Okay, and that's what's going on with that. Also, we got the Ace of Pentacles representing a potential and opportunity here. The opportunity to really turn a corner and make things better is being blocked because of, it's not so much what's being said, it's kind of like how it's being said, how it's being presented. Okay, and that's beginning to cause some issues here because we got the Hangman here. Okay, so any kind of progress that was being made, you know, is kind of being hampered by the way that it's being said, the way it's being delivered. Okay, it's causing things to kind of slow down a little bit, get a little bit stagnated, and it's causing a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression. Okay, and also, because of that, there's a reluctance to be open and upfront and be honest on your part. Okay? Like I said, it could be either you or them. But I'm feeling like this is more you than them. Because of how things are being articulated to you. You know, there's this defensiveness that's beginning to happen. You know, so you're not really wanting to be open and to be honest, because you're like, hey, listen, you know, you could have put that a little bit better than what you did here. It's causing a little bit of issues here. So with that being said here, let's see what additional information additional information. What additional information Oracle wants to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information is Oracle that going to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information do you have to give before I shut this thing down here? So, Spirit's saying, hey, number one, ally in disguise. Spirit's saying, hey, back it up a little bit. Maybe, you know, just because a person may be saying things in kind of like an off-color way, they may not necessarily mean any harm by them saying this, okay? So, there's that. This person is an ally. This person is not an enemy. It's just they're just trying to convey what they're feeling. It may be coming off kind of wonky, but they don't mean any harm by it. Also, in addition here, one with the sun. Okay, Spirit saying, you know, look at what they're doing. Look at, you know, not so much look at how they're doing it, but look at what they're saying. Okay, they want to be one with you. They want the relationship to work. Okay, they want you guys to be a union, okay, if you will. They want to be one with the sun, one with you, in other words. Okay, so don't concentrate so much on the messenger per se, the delivery, but concentrate more or less on the message itself, okay? And also stop and take in the view. Yeah, stop and take in the view. You know, not so much, don't put so much emphasis on the way that it's being delivered. Kind of really take in, okay, why is this person saying this? Why are they saying it this way? But, you know, and so I can understand you being a little upset about that. But more important here, what's really important here is the message itself. Okay, where is this coming from? Okay, is this coming from a place in the heart? Are they trying to say this to help the relationship, or are they trying to say this to criticize? Okay, are they trying to be helpful, or are they trying to be critical? There's also such thing as constructive criticism as well. Okay, so kind of like you're going to have to really be able to not one size fits all with this. You're going to have to dive through the minutia here. Okay, and kind of really get where this is coming from. This is coming from a place of the heart. It's not being said to be demeaning in any way. This is actually a constructive type of thought process that's taking place here. So that's something you may want to keep in mind here. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you guys haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. This is a general love read. It may not resonate with everyone. That's okay if it does not resonate with you. But if you want to know a little bit something about this particular reading, again, I'll leave the link below. Feel free to get a personal reading. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time. All right? Bye-bye.